Hello, it's Lesley Fightmaster. Today's class is Yoga for the Blues. So take a moment to set an intention. Make sure you're sitting tall. Sometimes when we have the blues, we round our backs. So make sure to lift the chest here, widen across the collarbones. We're going to practice that today. So we don't want to round forward. A lot of times we round forward if we're not feeling great. It makes us feel worse. So we're going to start with two blocks. One block right at the middle of the back and the other block right under the head. If you don't have blocks, you can use rolled towels or blankets. And start, if you do have blocks, with one at the medium height and the other at the tallest height. The medium height goes at the middle of the back, tallest height for your head. If that's too intense, set them both down one notch lower. And then we'll take soles of feet together, knees apart. If that's not so comfortable, extend the legs, or you can take knees bent, feet on the floor. If you want it to be more intense, you can take the block that's underneath your head down a notch or two. So just feel where the block is in the upper back and notice how it moves your shoulder blades toward the chest and it opens up and widens the collarbones. That's what we want today. This position in the body helps to bring more positive feelings. You can try it. You can kind of play around with rounding your back and slumping versus sitting tall. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows and hold onto your opposite elbows or wrists. This is very intense in the shoulders. If it's too much for you, bring the arms back down by your sides. Take a couple long rounds of breath here. And it is very true that the posture affects our mood, and our mood can affect our posture. So it's all connected. Reach the arms, palms facing each other, and switch. Put the other forearm on top. And again, if it's too much, arms by your sides instead. Continuing nice, long, smooth breaths in and out through the nose. Little constriction in the back of the throat called Ujjayi Pranayama. And then reach the arms out, and then we're just going to let them extend here. But again, if it's too much, arms by your sides instead. But if you have the arms reaching, make sure your palms are facing each other and your triceps are spinning up toward the ceiling. And then take your feet to the floor, knees bent, bring your hands next to your hips and press yourself up off of your blocks. Then slide your blocks off to one side, or your blankets or your whatever you're using. Make your way onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale. Now right where the block was, move from that place to bring the chest forward. And then exhale, we'll just round it as we warm up the spine. And inhale again, right from where the block was. Press that part forward, widen across the collarbones. Exhale to round the back, chin toward chest. And again, moving with breath. Inhale, bring the chest through, lifting chin, lifting tailbone. Exhale, press away from the floor, lift the belly and the ribs in and up. Inhale, bring the heart forward through the gates of your arms. And exhale, rounding the back. Press away from the floor, and then walk the hands forward about a handprint. Step your right foot up by your right hand. Keep the left knee on the floor. Pat up the knee if it needs any padding. And we'll keep the left hand on the ground, right arm up. If it doesn't reach the ground, put it on a block or a blanket. And then we'll reach up through the right arm, widening the collarbones again. And then circle that right arm all the way around. Inhale, reach up through the arm. Exhale, circle it around. Inhale to reach. Exhale, circle. You can also move your head a little side to side. Exhale, circle. Take the hand back down. And then tuck the back toes, make your way to plank, knees to the floor. Shift forward and lower all the way to your belly. Interlace the fingers or hook the thumbs. Inhale, peel the chest up, lift the legs. And a reminder while we're here to subscribe to our channel. We love subscribers. Release. Slide the hands by the ribs. Press up and back into down dog. Stretching back. And then back down to the knees. And we'll step the left foot up by the left hand. Keep the right hand down on the floor or on a block. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. So you might notice something on my left hand. I sprained my thumb, so it's not a fashion statement. I sprained my thumb, and it was just silly. I just sat down and I pressed on it the wrong way. Circle the left arm around. Apparently I'm fragile. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle around. Let your head go a little if you like. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. One more inhale. Exhale and circle. Bring the hand down and tuck the back toes. Make your way to plank. Knees can be up or down. Shift forward and again lower to your belly. Interlace the fingers, other pinky or thumb on top. Inhale, locust, shalabhasana. Lift the chest, lift the legs from the inner thighs. Tailbone reaches to heels, pubic bone presses down gently. And release. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, press up. And make your way into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Make sure the arms are shoulders distance and the feet are hips width. And then bicycle the legs here if you wish. Keep a nice steady gazing point between the knees or the feet. It helps to cultivate our focus. Arms are in line with the ears. And then look up. Bend the knees. Step or hop your feet up. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. Chest forward. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet and rise up with a long spine on your inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Finding your Tadasana, make sure the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Draw your belly in, reach your tailbone down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Now, open up the chest a little bit. And then exhale, take the hands behind your back, interlacing, and then widen across the collarbones, looking up, but try not to throw the head way back. And release it. Inhale, arms up again. Open the chest. Exhale, sweep the arms again behind your back. Other pinky or thumb on top. And chest expansion again. Open up through the chest. Reach the fingertips or the knuckles back. Release. Reach the arms on the inhale. And now fold forward, Uttanasana on the exhale. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, chest forward. So widening the collarbones here. And bend the knees, plant the palms. Make your way into plank. Lower to the belly once again. Inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. Toes straight back, inner thighs lift up. And exhale or inhale again into upward facing dog or stay with cobra. Then tuck the toes into downward facing dog. Now even out your breath. Make sure the arms are shoulder distance and the feet are hips width. Spread the fingers. Press into the base of the fingers as your forearms lift away. And look up, either step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Root through the feet and rise all the way up and look up, little back bends, and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale again, sweep the arms, and little back bend at the top. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Halfway up, show off your collarbones to the front of your mat, or maybe there's someone standing there you can show them off to. Bend the knees, plant the palms, make your way into plank, and lower chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, upward dog, or stick with cobra. Extra breath here to widen across the collarbones, and then tuck the toes, downward dog. Stretching and pressing the weight up through the hips, and then reaching it down through the heels. Nice, steady breathing. And then look up, bend the knees, hips high. Step or hop your feet. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale to fold. And press down through the feet, inhaling, stretching up. Exhale, Samastitihi. And inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up again. Open, expand through the chest. Exhale and fold, keeping length in the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, chest forward, widening those collarbones, but keep the ribs in. Exhale, make your way to plank. Chaturanga, hug the elbows in. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, roll the shoulder heads back. Extra breath here, pressing through the hands and feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Evening out the breath again, take a moment to lift your right leg back and up, and then slowly step it right in the middle of the hands. Spin the back heel flat, come to warrior two as you inhale. Make sure your feet are lined up, your front heel with your back arch. Then interlace the fingers behind you, or hook the thumbs, and now I'm just going to chest expand as you keep that right knee bent over the ankle. Widen across the collarbones, look up gently. You don't have to throw the head way back. You don't have to look up at all if it bothers your neck. And then release the hands, drop the left arm reverse. Now it's a side stretch, not a back bend. Rebend into the right knee. Inhaling up, exhale, bring the hands down. You can go right to downward facing dog, or go to plank and lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, exhale to down dog. So we're going to have some optional vinyasas today. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it in the middle of the hands, spin the back heel flat. Inhale to warrior two. Again, line up front heel and back arch. Make sure the left knee's over the ankle, then interlace fingers or hook thumbs. Widen across the collarbones as you lift the knuckles away from your body. Stretching out, get those shoulder blades to move forward in toward the chest. Release, and then drop the right arm, reverse your warrior. Bend into the left knee, stretching the side body. Inhale to come up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down. Either go right into down dog or step to plank and lower, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. And then back into plank pose. We'll lower all the way down to the belly. Bring your arms by your sides. Reach your tailbone toward your heels, pressing the pubic bone into the floor gently. Bend the knees. Reach for the pinky toe sides of the feet for Dhanurasana. Then lift up and press the feet back. If that's too much, release the feet and stay with Shalabhasana, locust. Tailbone toward the backs of the knees. Slowly release. Hands by the ribs, inhaling up dog. Roll shoulder heads back, widen collarbones. Exhale to downward facing dog. And step up. Look up on your inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Press through the feet and rise up. And then Samastitihi. As you inhale, we're going to bend the knees and come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Then shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left leg up. Sweep it back, keep the right knee over the ankle, stretch up nice and tall. Drop the tailbone down and lift your frontal hip bones toward your low ribs. Then arms to a T, right on top of left, Garudasana arms. Lift your chest up, maybe start to lean back. Opening through the chest here, make sure the right knee is over the ankle. Keep the low belly lifted. Release the arms and then take them down. Downward facing dog, or feel free to go to plank and lower through chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa. You can also take the knees down in a child's pose. Look forward, step or hop the feet up, inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Bend the knees, come back into chair. Drop the tailbone. Now lift your right leg off the floor. Step it back for crescent pose, high lunge. So again, you're going to drop your tailbone down, lift your hip points up, then straighten through the back leg. Arms to a T, left over right. Lift your chest up toward your elbows. Either stay or start to reach the fingertips up and back. But keep the low belly lifted. So again, you try to move this back bend toward the upper back and keep drawing the tailbone down, lifting the hip bones to keep the low back safe. Release it. Come to down dog or step to plank and lower through chaturanga. Inhaling up. And now to the knees. I'm going to grab a block. Just grab both your blocks if you have two, but take one between your inner thighs. If you don't have that, you can roll up a blanket and put it there. This will spin the inner thighs back, which is what we want when we do back bends. Tailbone needs to lengthen down, so reach your tailbone toward the backs of the knees. You can use your hands to do it. And start to press the thighs gently forward as you lean back, lifting your hip bones up towards your lower ribs and keeping your belly engaged. Go back just a little bit or more. Squeeze the block to come up both shoulders at the same time. Now we'll put the blocks outside of the ankles. Highest height. Again, tailbone down, hip points lift, thighs forward, widen through your collarbones. Shoulder blades are pressing forward toward the chest. So you can keep the hands right at the low back, or if you'd like, you can reach for those blocks. Some of you might just reach for the heels. Press the thighs forward again a little bit. Tailbone down, hip points lift, and then widen the collarbones and shoulder blades pressing forward toward the chest to give you nice openness. Squeeze the legs toward each other, come up both shoulders at the same time. Just want to make sure we don't cause any discomfort in the back. So we can do the same thing again. Hands at low back, hands to blocks, or maybe you'll reach for the heels. Same action, tailbone down, hip bones lift, reach back for the heels, and then pressing forward. Now lift your shoulder blades up toward your chest. Allow your chest to lift toward the ceiling. So even if your hands are on your heels or blocks, have them be there lightly. Imagine there's a string that's pulling your chest up. To come out of it, squeeze the legs, come up both shoulders at the same time, and now come to child's pose. Up onto the knees, tuck the toes, and make your way into downward dog. Again, reconnecting with your breath, with your intention. Noticing any differences in your body from that work. Step or hop through and sit. And now sit up nice and tall. So make sure your back isn't rounded, your shoulders aren't coming forward. If you are rounding at all, sit on the edge of a blanket or pillow or towel or block. Then, again, widen across the collarbones, even more than you think you should. Pull the toes back, but make sure the heels stay on the floor, connected. This is a great pose to practice any time of day. Then bring your hands back, bend the knees, reverse table, lift up. Another great way to expand through the chest. And then sit back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Reach for your feet or legs. Lengthen on the inhale. So again, we want to widen across the collarbones, not round, but widen and lengthen. And then release. And then we'll make our way onto our backs, knees bent. And then bring the legs up for happy baby, taking pinky toe sides of the feet. Gently rock side to side if you like. And then release the feet down. Lift up your hips, shift them to the right, drop your knees to the left. Look over the right shoulder. If you want to cross the right knee over the left for a little more twist, please do that. Back to center, lift the hips up, shift them to the left, drop the knees to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Again, you can cross left knee over right if you want to intensify this twist. Inhale back to center. And now we'll set up for Shavasana, our final resting pose. So I like a blanket rolled up under my knees. It feels nice to me. So if you like that, do that. If you want a pillow or blanket under your head, do that. So let your feet flop open, arms by your sides with your palms faced up. And then release any attention to your breath. Just let your breath breathe you. And while you're resting, hopefully this might help with the blues from William Faulkner. Always dream and shoot higher than you know you can do. Do not bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. And now just take some time to rest. Take a bigger breath in. As you let it go, start to make movements to stretch through your arms and your legs. And then bend your knees and roll yourself off to your right side. Pausing here for gratitude for all of our blessings. And then slowly make your way up to seated. So practice that nice open chest, sitting tall, shoulder blades moving forward, hands to heart. Let's bring our hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communication, sending this wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and if you can afford to, send us a donation. There's a link below. We are in the very beginning stages of trying to categorize all of our videos so they'll be easier to find and put on our website. So we're working on that next. Of course, we have to come up with the money for it. And please go to our website and join our Fightmaster Yoga mailing list so we can keep you up to date of things that are going on. And if you like our classes, tell your friends and share our classes. If you want to see something, if there's something you would like to work on, then leave me a message below or leave me any other comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.